Hi, I'm Jose Arellano, and I'm here to talk to you about the leading cause of death, obesity, specifically about child obesity. Now, when we talk about child obesity, many people in the United States and around the world realize that obesity is a growing problem. Now, this is because of the increase of patient levels in the hospitals. This is because of the increase in child obesity also. Now, people are worried about this problem because of the health risks that it involves. Some of the risks being type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, and asthma. Now, when people realize that child obesity is increasing, some may ask, well, why? Well, that may be because of the number of media devices that are found in the household. These include TV, cell phones, computers, and any type of gaming system. Now, with so many media devices in a household, that may make a child less active. This is because these children are realizing that they can be entertained without leaving their household. That means they become a little bit more lazier, and that means that they're not exercising the amount they need to. Now, this is a problem because this means that some of the child's BMI levels start rising. Now, there are many solutions out there, one of them being websites. People create websites as informational. That way, people can learn about child obesity and figure out how to solve this problem. There are also other solutions like programs, where kids can join programs and be more physically active, because they actually have different types of sports they can play. And there are also camps that people can go to. Mainly, some of these camps are so children can lower their BMI levels. There are also many other types of solutions. Some of them being surgery, where people can go into doctors and get surgery. Now, that's kind of extensive. There's smaller ones like medicine, where people can take medicine to lower the BMI level. People can also incorporate video games in it. Some of them being examples of Wii and Dance Dance Revolution. These video games incorporate physical activities with the video game, which go hand in hand. Now, sadly to know that some of these solutions don't actually have a good results. Now, when we think about websites, not that many people actually look at it, and even when they do, they don't really take the action that they need in order to make a difference. When it comes to programs, usually these kids come in there looking for activity, yet there are many more people out there that have child obesity and don't do anything about it. Now, these people are actually the people we need to focus on. And another one is camps. The problem with camps is that they do have a result when they leave that the BMI level actually goes down, but usually they are so obese or they regain their BMI level. Now, the problem with medicine and surgery is that these are meant for adolescents, not for children. So this has no way in helping children lose weight. Now, when we also talk about video games, including Wii and Dance Dance Revolution, these actually don't help also because most kids don't pay attention to them or actually really get involved, and that way it does not create a big enough impact. Now, all these solutions don't seem to be enough to fix the problem. With that being said, I feel like I found a solution that will actually fix the problem. What my solution is basically a video game, but not any ordinary video game. It's a video game that incorporates exercise. Now, you may think this might be like Wii or Dance Dance Revolution, but it's not. It's different. It's basically a video game that incorporates a chip, kind of like the Nike chip. And in a way, it can extend your exercise and not just leave it for at home, but you can also take it anywhere you want. Now, how this chip works is that it's like a Nike chip where you can put in your shoe, and when you run, you can track how far you go. But there's also a wristband that comes with it. And you put in the wristband, then you could detect how many throws you've thrown or how fast you've thrown, if you're playing a baseball video game. Now, if you're doing a soccer video game, you could do it with the running to detect how fast you're running. Now, if you're doing swimming, we have a waterproof wristband that you can that you can place the chip in. That way, you can tell how much you're swimming back and forth and your arm movement and strength. Now, how this incorporates with a video game is that it can upload all the information that you obtain from using the chip. It will show you how many times you've thrown, how fast you've gone, how far you've gone, how long you swam, and all these things. And depending on what type of game it is, that's the type of information it will gain. And then it will upload your player inside the video game. Now, how the video game works is that it's basically like a sports game. It could incorporate football, baseball, basketball, soccer, and many more. And in the sports game, you basically have like a profile, your own player. And this is what you're trying to upgrade. You're trying to upgrade your player's ability to do other things, like try to increase its running, its endurance, try to increase its strength, try to increase its awareness, and all these things. And in order to do that, that's when the chip is involved. Because once you get all that data that you've done before, then it will upgrade it depending on how much you've done before, and then your play will be stronger and be faster. Now, the good part is that this is not just a single player. You could do a multiplayer. You could create a baseball team, and you'll basically be controlling your own player. And in a way, you'll basically be versing other people and be more competitive. That way, more people will be interested in playing it. Same thing with football, soccer, basketball, and all of those other things. Now, I feel like many people will enjoy this invention because, in a way, it is really entertaining. For children, they'll get addicted. They'll love it. They think it will be so much fun to have. It will be so interesting. And not only that, it keeps them out of just the house. They could play this game and go farther from going outside playing with their friends or just doing simple things like playing catch. Parents will love it because they realize this is best for the kid. They realize they're going to go out and do exercise. And when you do exercise, they slim down, they lose some BMI, and in a way, it really helps them at the end. Kids then will be encouraged to play sports, encouraged to be more active. And many of these kids in the beginning feel like they don't want to play sports because they're not really that fit or anything. But with the video game, they could imagine a way. But now, with this new invention, they could actually start getting into it little by little, and at the end, they'll be physically active, and they will be less obese, and in a way, it will decrease obesity around the world once it becomes popular.